G'day everyone, T-Nick back here again in OpenTTD with the Swedish Rails set. You join me back at Västerås where our trams are doing good work, we've got suburban trains coming in doing good work, and of course we have a couple of intercity lines I would like to connect up. So obviously we've got the line we started building through Västerås, which comes down here through the newly renamed Västerås Forest. I'd like to bring that down possibly through Coping, definitely down through Oreo, down here through Matala, whether we can get a station in or not, I don't know. And we'll connect up with the line that comes through Linkoping and bring them both down into Jonkoping. Okay, wonder if that's any relation to Linkoping. It's just a pingy kind of day, I guess. But yeah, so we'll start off with the, no, there goes that forest, I hope we weren't using it. We'll start off with this line up here at Västerås, work that down, and then we'll hopefully connect up with Linkoping before the end of the episode. But as always, time constraints are very real. Now what does Coping think of us, by the way? Well, you think we're appalling. Okay, so I guess you're not getting a station out of this, because let's just turn trees back on and see where we stand there. Transparency options, there it is. Diddly diddly dee. I guess we could plant some trees and get another station in here and connect them up with trams. But you know what, bugger them. They hate us. They can just deal. I mean, they hate us because we've destroyed the environment, so they're quite right to hate us. I would hate me too, but that's not my point. Screw them. So yeah, we'll just completely bypass that town altogether and just head straight for... No, I don't want to build railway. I want to build electrified railway. We'll head straight for Oreo Town instead. We'll try and keep the quad track thing going as long as we can. Well, we did the best we could, I guess, before it spears off down into Coping Woods, and we head for Oreo here. So where can we put a station here that's somewhat close to the centre of town? I'm thinking up here. I'm thinking we knock over... No, that's a depot. We knock over a set of flats here, a couple of bits of road, and, you know, our Uncle Bob should be present and accounted for. So why don't we go ahead and get ourselves a fancy, suitable intercity station going on here. Possibly for intercity purposes. Oh good, it's called Oreo Woods. That's just fantastic. You know, I don't know why I expected any less than that. I just kind of had a little bit of hope, didn't I? Fool on me for caring. So we'll just plonk it in like that. That looks all right. And yeah, we'll run the track up around these farms here, which hopefully we can tap into at some point. You know, whether we have time in the series to join up all these industries is... well, it's definitely doubtful, but oh look, that would connect up perfectly if not for the change in elevation. How the hell did I chance that? That's actually really, really impressive. Obviously that means we'll have to put a bit of an S-curve in here to get down the hill, but I can live with that if you can, and if you can't live with that, well, suck an egg, I don't care. So run this down here like that, yeah, connecting up the track as we want to do. Nice little curve in here through the forest. Forest? Through the farm. Farm, forest, same thing. Different thing. Very different things. What are you doing? And then obviously we'll have to put in some signals here. Like that. Oh, but I didn't have a signal coming out of the tunnel to begin with, did I? Can we adjust them to... No, of course not. That would be quite easy, wouldn't it? So why don't we remove them all and try that again without stuffing it up. Okay, so signals, put them in. There you go. No. What are you doing, you hopeless gibbon? Get rid of that. Yes. Okay. Try again. There you go. No, you still haven't put signals in. What have I done now? Come on. There you go. You haven't held control down because you haven't played this for at least 12 hours, so you've completely forgotten how the game works. Is that how it works? I think that's how it works. Oh, I kind of want to have a branch over here to Karlstad, which is I think what we looked at doing before I booted up the game and changed my mind completely. Do we have enough platforms up here to receive those intercity trains? We got, what, 4? I'm pretty sure we do. So we'll have some sort of fancy-ass junction in here, possibly fancy and possibly of a junction nature. So we'll run the track around town for now, but yeah, we'll build the junction ahead of time just to avoid any broken hearts later. Sure, we'll just raise the land we just demolished like that. I really doubt they're going to let us expand this out to be 4 tracks. No, they think we're appalling. Good. Okay, 2 tracks it is. Really could have thought ahead there. Didn't. And now I will pick up the pieces. And by now I mean probably later. You know, when the pieces need to be picked up. As long as they're not picked up, that's you know, that's also fine. But you know, assuming things will need to be picked up, the picking up will happen at a later date. I really should have had a second cup of tea before I started recording this, because I've just made an absolute meal of that conversation, haven't I? Well, that's not really surprising. I make a meal of everything, really. Now, I'm trusting that signal placed itself in the right direction, otherwise we are going to have some broken hearts later. But otherwise, next stop is Matala. How the hell are we going to get to these towns then? Well, I wanted to go to Matala to join up with this line. Maybe we're not doing that. Maybe we're coming down here. But then how will people get from Oreo to Matala? They'll have to be like, oh, just get a train all the way around here and that would be really annoying. Maybe we have yet another junction. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. There's too many towns in Sweden. Sweden needs to cut down the number of towns, possibly with a very large bulldozer. Or more natural means. I don't really mind. I'm not fast, you know. Just cut down on the number of towns. The number of towns is too high and they're all too close together. Apparently we're building over to Matala because the track has gone in the direction of Matala. And now would be a good time to see if they like us. They think we're outstanding. Now this is a town I can get behind. Matala, you're all right. Don't know where I'm going to build you a station, but by and large, you're all right. What I'm thinking is we put it here because we have land. That's pretty much the deciding factor there. So if we raise this up like this, do you hate us? Please say no. You think we're very good. Okay, so you really got a bit pissy about that, but that's fine because we can go ahead and build the Bamberg station, which looks bam-bam-tastic. See, look at that. That is a nice looking station, and of course it's called Matala Woods, because what else would you call it? We will have to drop in another tram stop here, attached to not Linkoping Woods. Why would I want to do that? Matala Woods would be suitable, thank you. And we'll just divert the trams up in yonder direction at some point. Possibly the point that they have arrived in town. So you, if you could, let's see, you come through Matala, you start there. Okay, so right at the end here, after Matala train depot, if you could come by the station. No, that would be completely pointless because you're bringing people from outside of town to the station they don't want to go to. No, that would be stupid. Okay, how are we going to do this? I'm tempted to just delete all your orders and start again. So that's what I will do. Let's just, delete, no, okay, just delete, no, that stop sharing, no, delete them, okay, delete, there we go, okay, good, yes. So start at the station here. Well, of course it's implicit you're going to Matala Central, you're a tram, you don't have a choice. So after Matala Station, yeah, you're going to have to come through town. So you're going to swing by Matala Central, blah, 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 blah. You can have a service at the depot if you really want to. Then you can come up here to Linkoping and swing by Linkoping station because, you know, it's a thing we do. On the way back, again, you can have a cheeky service and then just retrace your steps up here through Matala again, and that puts you back at the station. Yes, yeah, we can get rid of the implicit stop because that would be just silly. And that should be fine. Everyone should now know what they're doing once they get over their initial confusion of being completely messed with. And if they don't get over it, I could care less. They'll be fine. So let's put in a tied arch bridge, like we wouldn't. And then we'll connect this station up to the new line we've built down here. Obviously we've got a little bit of a gap here so that we can put in a couple of signals because train spacing is life. So run this up here. Hopefully we can get this connected up to the curve. Yes, that lines up nicely. I don't know why I didn't think it would. There's literally nothing in the way, except a bit of fields. But, you know, with the right amount of money, this farmer looks the other way. Oh, good. We've built a sawmill next to the void at the end of the universe. That's exactly where you want to build a sawmill. I'm sure that's going to attract a lot of business from nearby forests. Okay, so let's put signals in all the way up to the junction. Good. We've signalified. We've put signals in the other side of the junction. Now all that's left is to connect these two lines up and bring them down here towards Jonkoping, which is a... No, I don't want to go look at an oil rig, you gibbon. Oh, jeez. Where are we now? We want to follow the river down here. So Jonkoping... Oh, hello, that's a big town. So Jonkoping's probably our next stop. Then I reckon we go to Halmstad. And then these little towns we can probably service with trams or local trains or something. And then we'll push for... Well, I guess Malmo, because Copenhagen's on the other side of some sort of inland sea. Possibly it's just a river. I guess we could come in and attack it from this angle, but getting a station near the centre of town is impossible. So I reckon we go for Malmo and just let Copenhagen deal with Odense on its own. As you can tell, I'm no expert on Europe, so I have no idea where any of these places are. But anyway, so we'll continue with our stated goal of connecting up to Jonkoping today. We've got a nice amount of room for a station here once we get rid of this little bit of road. Just squidge that out of the way. So what I want to do is I want to have a bus stop somewhere in here, don't I? So why don't I drag this road in here? Okay, see, there you go. You got some road. You put a thing down there. Oh, look at that. It's called itself Woods. That must be the default I hate TNIC naming convention that OpenTTD has adapted to today. So we want to go 4 tracks. Of course, we need to lower this land, which of course means the town will now dislike us. They think we're mediocre. This is not going to go my way at all. Okay, so let's keep that open because we can just watch the pain unfolding. So let's go ahead and drop in a bit of station action here. Yep, it's still mediocre. Okay. I think we can save this. I think things will be okay. Station building small. Let's go with a nice. Oh no, can't build that one. Let's go with a nice modern one. I think we built that one recently. These aren't really modern. Let's go with this one. Now we're poor. Built them a booking office and waiting room, and you guys are rubbish. I hate that company. So thanks for your interest there. Jonko Ping. Drop a bit of roofing in case it rains. You still think we're poor. Put a nice pot plan in. Oh, very poor. Oh, this is not going our way at all. And then a bit of car park maybe over here. No? Okay, well, they're going to be jerks about it. Well, I've sort of committed to building the station now, so I'm not really backing away. So trees will be planted. That didn't help. More trees will be planted. Mediocre. Fantastic. Good. Let's flatten some more trees and put a bit of station. Let's extend the car park out maybe to 4 tracks. Yeah, there we go. That looks nice. And then we'll put in a bit of seating over the back there. Because I'm not in the mood to give them more roofing because screw them. Yeah, I'm glad the roof here lines up with the roof over the car park. That was well thought out on my end. I'm going to help the town. I know, bold statement, by putting a tight arch bridge in there because I know they'll just try and build a level crossing and they'll make a meal of it. They think we're very poor again, so they're clearly grateful for their new bridge. Jerks. Do we want to quad track this all the way up here? Kind of don't. Kind of regretting the quad track station to begin with because I kind of thought this was a lot closer to the other towns, and it's seriously not. Yes, okay, right. Actually, why don't we quad track it down there? That way we don't have to have a junction, and then we can split one line off to go through Vax Joe. Yep, there's too many umlauts over those letters for me to even try. And the other line can come down here to Halmstad. And of course we'll intentionally forget about both of those, and next episode about, okay guys, today we're going to build somewhere completely different to what I said last time because I can't remember what I did yesterday. Yeah, that's a pretty good imitation of me, I think. If you beg to differ, then please have a go. I don't know why I bothered going up that hill because we're just going to have to go back down that hill again. So, that was an exercise in success. Oh, I don't like the way we're going along this plateau. You know what, changed my mind, junctioning, Yes, I've done it. I've put a junction in. That's a thing that's happened. The junction has been thinged, and yes, regret is now real. So for now, we'll have to have a temporary turnaround here. Why there? Because it's near the junction I just built impulsively. So, that way we've got some trains that can turn around without getting in the way of other trains, hopefully. I mean, they might get in the way of other trains. I don't know. It hasn't been tested yet. It's a completely untested design, and it's a pretty rubbish design too. But it's untested, and it's a design. And I've said both untested and design too many times. So let's talk about something else. A lot of weather we've been having recently. It is actually cold and raining today, which is unusual because yesterday it was quite warm. I know that was a really exciting story and I regret telling it. So we'll drop a bit of land down there and run the tracks this way. And then of course we need to put a junction in here to get up to Linkoping Woods and Matala Woods, because why would we call anything something that's not woods? Okay, that actually lines up reasonably well. So if we back that off slightly, we should be able to get away with this. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, that is a small miracle in a day with few miracles. I'm not discounting the fact there are probably some miracles going on out there, but that is not really one of them. So that's populated that line with signals. Good. Now we've got to bring the line in from Linkoping Woods. Let's see. We start off raised up, so that might make it easier to get the junction going if we keep it raised. So we run it down like this on a raised bit of thing. Land. It's called land, not thing. Let's see. We can then put a cheeky bit of track in over here. Just sneaky like that. Run you down like this to the corner. Yep, that dip is exactly what I wanted. I'm glad I didn't see that coming. That was a happy accident there. So we'll correct that and then whack in a home signal here. Oh, road vehicle 10. Oh, bless, you think I care? Because I really don't. So whack in signals there up to Linko ping, and then all we've got to do is put in a bridge. I mean, do you really need to ask what type of bridge it's going to be? That's right, it's a truss bridge. No, it's a tight arch. Come on, what do I look like, an idiot? Don't answer that. I don't want to be hurt today. So let's run in some track here, run down to the junction like that, and then whack in a couple of one-way signals pointing the correct way would be ideal. Just, you know, if you're taking a survey, that is how I would like things to be done. So that was reasonably painless, I'd like to say. I mean, I don't want to sell it too short. So yes, we've got our, no, closed it too early. We've got our RARs here. Probably going to need to build more of them because we've now extended their line. So after Linko ping Woods, I would like you to keep going on down to Joker ping Woods, because of course you do, and then come back up to Linko ping Woods, because Woods. And that way anyone that wants to change trains between these towns doesn't have to go all the way down to Jokoping. They can get a tram across, and the trams are being pretty well used, actually. I mean, they're not at capacity, which is good. It means we're not sort of struggling to keep up, but yeah, no, they're doing all right. How many people we got waiting here? 1,632. Okay, so yeah, the trams are at capacity and are really struggling to keep up, so that's good. But you know, that's some things. Well, stop clicking on things. You're just going to disappoint yourself. So what I would like to do is add another couple of trains to that route as well. Where's a convenient depot, or even an inconvenient depot? I don't discriminate. That one will do. We'll just have to tell people that the platform for their train has changed, and they will now depart from the suburban platforms because I'm a lazy bones. Hopefully they are first stop Stockholm, otherwise I'm in trouble. Thankfully we built a nice junction here so they can get to whatever track they want to, and everything is fine. Now, at this depot here, I would also like to, unless we've got a better offer, no, I think the RA is still our best electric engine. 150 clicks an hour. Yeah, I think the best passenger car we've still got is the B6. So what I'll do is I'll clone that one, but I won't share the orders, so I'll delete the orders. So you, my friend, will start at, where are you first stop? Balster Junction, Intercity. Yep, cool. This depot is clearly the wrong place to be building trains at. That's going to break all of those trains really nicely. Where the hell did I build the last lot of trains then, if not there? Really didn't think this through, did I? Did I build it down here? So I built them down here. Of course I did. Okay, well, we'll build new trains here. Why not? So yeah, I don't need the new train menu. I'm just going to clone the one I've already got. So delete your orders. Okay, so the first stop you want to go through is Balster Junction Intercity. Very good. You're then going to hit up Stockholm's main station. Then I'm going to get you to scoot down this way. Now we are going to need a waypoint to make sure you go to the correct platforms here. So we can, ooh, that's a nice yellow colour, hello. So we'll drop a waypoint in there, Balster waypoint number 3. No, we'll call that Balster Intercity Express line, because it is the Balster Intercity Express line. I mean, it's written on the tin. Can't really argue with that. So after you swing by that signal box there, you can hit up Vasteras Forest. Then you're going to run a nice quick trip down here to Orobo Woods, because of course it's called Woods. Hit up Matala Woods, because of course it's called Matala Woods, and then come down here to terminate at Jonkoping Woods, and these guys have already got the memo. They're doing pretty well. Good thing I remembered to put the bus depot in, the bus network in here before I made the town Lothus, by the way. That was a good move on my part. Really, really well done. Just keeping a high standard of professionalism alive in these videos, as I tend to do. So once you go back through Vasteras Forest, you should be able to find your way over to the junction again. This bottleneck will immediately become real because I'm going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trains. So yeah, that bottleneck is immediately going to become a massive problem, and I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I think what I'm going to do is make that future TNIX problem. So present TNIX like, oh, tra-la-la-la, I'm having a wonderful day, and future TNIX going to be like, what have you done here? You just, ugh. Words will not be able to describe my future hatred of myself for putting that problem onto myself now. So Jonkoping, we need to get you a bus network, and you absolutely loathe this. Will you accept bribes? Well, you will. Will you accept another bribe? How about a third one? Nah, I didn't get caught. Yes, well, suck it. I'm untouchable. I'm like the mafia, just not as cool. Okay, so let's drop a bus stop in here. A bus stop in... I do like this nice little thingy going through the middle of it. It's called a canal. Yes, just in case you weren't aware what a canal was. Good. Okay, so that's worked out really well. Drop a depot in there. I realised I forgot to give the trains coming from Boobly Boo a depot. They're coming from Matala, so they don't have a depot to use. So that's my bad. So we should probably assign you a depot at some point. Where can we build you a depot? We could probably build one at Orobo. That's a suitable junction-y location, possibly known as a junction. So that might be a good place to depot up. So we'll drop one in here. We'll put a set of points in here just in case we need it. Of course, we could have built trains here, but we didn't. So now we're going to reap the rewards for that. And then we will... we'll just assign that to them on the northbound run there. So after Orobo Woods... you can swing by that depot for a service, which they probably will all do because it's quite a long journey. So, you know, that's just nice that they can do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ourselves some nice double-decker buses here. Yes, Hereford double-decker bus, that should be suitable. So start off at Jonkoping Woods, swing by Heights, which is ironically named because it's actually in the low part of town. Head by Central, ironically named because it's not actually Central. Head by the main bus stop, which is not ironically named at all, and shut up. Go back to the station and then just do your reverse order, just to make sure we can get people moving in both directions with one set of orders. Have a service if you need to, and we'll build 10 of those. That should be enough to satisfy demand, and if it's not, we've got too much map to connect up to Care. Oh, that's a nice little cluster of forest there, 3 of them. That sawmill's a bit close for me to care. Ideally, I want a sawmill somewhere on our existing lines. Nope, just another forest. Okay, well, there's a new sawmill at Karuna, but I'm afraid to click on that in case it... and there's one at Karlshamn. Yep, that's a factory. I don't care about that. Okay, good. Yes, okay. So, how did we want to go from Jonkoping? We wanted to connect up... I did say I wanted to keep following the river down. That just takes me to the ocean. Obviously, I didn't want to keep following the river down. I wanted to follow the... No, I did want to follow the river down. I wanted to go to Halmstad, because that looks like a nice place to visit. It's good weather this time of year, apparently. And that's good, because then we can have a local line running into town this way, and then our intercity trains can just run express to Malmo. So I think that's how we do it. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Are you excited? You should be. If you're not excited, you've probably been watching my videos, and that's understandable. Okay, we're placing bets on the name. I'm going to say Halmstad Woods. Oh, well, it's just not a contest at this point, is it? Okay, good. Now we're going to have some sort of connectivity up with the rest of the lines. So what I'm thinking, and this will probably make them hate us, is we do this. Yeah, I know, I'm playing with fire here. Yeah, mediocre. Cool, we're off to a good start. Yes, good. Okay, put that up there. Okay, so there is a platform tile we have access to here called stairs, which is ironically not an overpass, it's just stairs. So I want to put that there. And see, look, it's got a little tiny set of stairs so you can get down from this platform down to the lower ones. I freaking love it. That platform is life. And we'll just put a roof there. Now look, it actually attaches itself to a mysterious roof on this platform I didn't know existed. See, when you build the preview, not there, doesn't exist. So that's exciting. Okay, good. So why don't we put in the obligatory pot plant there, because, like, we're not going to. Why don't we put in another set of stairs there, seeing as it comes with a roof. Now I can see the roof. Don't need to point that out to me. It's cool, I got it. We'll put in a station building down the bottom, because booking office, put in this nice old school one there. And then we'll need to put in a bit of roofing downstairs for the nice people who are downstairs. So we'll put in a nice modern roof for them, and a bit of an old school roof upstairs. And then, yeah, I guess we'll put in... actually, we'll need an underpass. Why don't we put an underpass in there? Oh, look at that. It's even got a little entranceway so you can go down the underpass and pop out here. So those stairs didn't need to exist at all. Fantastic. No, why don't we just change that back to normal? Yes? Okay, cool. Loving it. Just another example why these stations are really, 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 really cool. I don't know if I said really enough, but I can say it more if you want. Okay, so now they think we're poor, but I don't care because I've got my station in. All I need to do is whack in a bus stop sort of in town. That road doesn't connect up, so that would be stupid. I can whack one in sort of over here though, but then I have to connect that road up. Yeah, that's probably not great either. Okay, well, why don't we whack in a bus stop here? That catches the centre of town, and we can whack one up here. There we go. for a bit of a turnaround, and then whack one down at the station. See, problem solved. See, it's like problems just don't exist anymore. I am the master of my own destiny. I'm also the master of building this double-decker bus repeatedly. So you start at the station, swing by the centre of town and terminate up there, and then just rinse and repeat via the depot if you want. Just, you know, I know people are rushing for their trains, but they can just wait for a quick trip into the depot for fuel and servicing. And, you know, maybe it ends up on that giant jack thing they raise buses up on to look underneath them. Cool. I reckon that's more value for money, really. I mean, you paid for a bus ticket, you got a tour of the bus depot. It's pretty good. Now we need to connect back up to Jonko Ping Woods up here, because that's a location that we're going to go to next. I really regret building 4-track station up here because I don't know what I'll do with the other 2 tracks, but you can't deny it looks impressive. And yes, this will actually be a bit of interesting track laying, because we will have to follow this sort of river valley, which is a valley in the river. So the first bit should be easy, because we're just going across sort of farmland, which is farmy type land. Land used for farming, fun fact, is called farmland. And we have a farm here, and they are using this land for farming. So I'll try not to step on their toes too much by only removing a little bit of their fields, but, you know, needs must, so they can just pick up the pieces and move on. Now, we don't really need to go up there, so we may as well tunnel through there. I said we may as well tunnel through there. There you go. Now we need to sort of come up across. I guess we don't need to cross this body of water. We can come up and around. And actually it's going to be really easy. So I don't know why I was overselling how difficult this would be. We will have to cut across some more land used for farming, which, as we've already learned, is called farmland. So a nice diagonal section straight through the middle there. You know, I don't know how he gets his tractor over here to plough these fields. Don't really care. It's not my jurisdiction. Now, we can probably get a bit of track up here and then put a cheeky tunnel in. Okay, that's a longer tunnel than I expected, so we'll go the shorter route and then just, I guess, put another tunnel in here, because that way we can put signals on the intermediate track, intervening track, into something track, interstate track. Nope, that lined up perfectly. Did not expect that to happen. Small miracles again. There you go. It's like 4 for the day. Yeah, I will end up putting a set of waypoints in here so we can split these trains up. And, you know, inevitably when we have 5 million trains running, we will quad track this section, and I'll say, why didn't I do this to begin with, you idiot? And, you know, you can all laugh at me. Point and laugh at me even if you're really in the mood for some giggling. So that should be fine there. Yes, good. We've already got a log jam happening at the junction. Fantastic. So everyone's waiting their turn nice and patiently. Loving it. Yes, okay, good. So that should be all we need to get down here. Are we going to build into... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. This episode? I kind of want to, but I'm also wary of the Pandora's box of stations we're going to open up trying to get to Balstad and Angelholm and Torekov. And who puts a farm here? No wonder you're not getting much livestock. They're all drowned. Okay, yes. I think we can get away with it. I think if I build quickly and efficiently... yeah, I know, right? We might be able to get away with that. So, run down quad tracks here. Because obviously we want to keep the local trains separate from the intercity trains. Okay, so... Balstad is going to be a pain in the bum to build a station at. So what I'm thinking is we take a big chunk out of the side of the mountain here. Please don't hate us for that, by the way. Just, you know, just FYI. Be best friend. Thank you. Yeah, see, there you go. Balstad Local Authority. You could be a teacher to all the other companies. All the other towns, not companies. We're a company. We build things. So I'm going to knock your road down just to, you know, make sure you know we're friends. And then get rid of some more of your hill. And you really don't care because the farm's already knocked over all of the trees on the hill. So feeling pretty good about that. Obviously we'll need to leave a bit of a gap in here before the tunnels that go straight through. But that should be fine. No, it won't be fine. Actually, it'll be awful. So drop this in. Okay, we're down to mediocre. That's okay. That's okay. I really don't mind. Drop that in like that. We should be able to fit 2 tracks in here around the outside. Well, I don't know where I'm going with this because that is how it needs to be done. And I still don't think that's going to line up very well. No. Oh, hang on. If we raise this up 1 tile, but 450 grand, okay, fair enough. We demolish that hill. Now they think we're appalling. There we go. Business as usual. Connect that up. Well, we misaligned that slightly, didn't we? Yep, good job. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that, get rid of that, and get rid of that. Good. Okay, so that lines up properly. Now we should be able to fit this in. Just. Yes, I think we're going to get away with this. So run that up like that. It fits perfectly. Yes, I mean, it doesn't line up perfectly with the hill, but shut up, I'll take it. Good. Okay, so we'll put in a set of points here and here to provide the terminus for the local trains that we'll be running, and drop in a signal there. And then obviously we'll need to drop in some signals here as well. There you go. That's good. That's great. That's fabulous. And did that go on the other side of the tunnel? It did. Excellent. So yes, what I'm thinking is the trains that are coming down through Matala will be the ones continuing down this new line. And that way we'll set up some waypoints up here before we reroute them. And then the other trains that we're sending down from Linkoping, we'll send down through, let's say, Vaxjo and David Hasselhoff and Christian Church thingy, and Lund. Well, Lund, yes, fantastic. I like that town. That's a good town. Easy to pronounce. No mistaking it. It's probably pronounced like Lund or something, just to be a snob about it. Okay, so the next stop on our little local tour of these towns will be Angelholm, Angel, that town, which again, we've gotten close enough to the centre of town to avoid, well, we're not close enough to avoid, you know, not lining the tracks up. So why don't we just scooch it a bit? Yes, no woods for us. And then we should be able to straight shot the track down like that. I may as well keep this track on the straight because there's no point in kinking it across to meet this track here. It's not really going to achieve anything. We'll have to dodge the iron ore mine to get around here, but we should be able to swing by Helsingborg and Bergen, that town, quite simply as well. So if we run... Yes, if we run like that, we can put a curve in like that, and like that. Good, okay, and we've got 4 tracks worth of room here. So I'm thinking we get away with a woods type station here, which might actually call itself mines because it is next door mine. You know, I don't want to oversell it. We may end up with woods, but, you know, I'm optimistic we'll end up with a mine type situation. Oh, it accepts valuables too. Yes, called it, mines, yes, yes, I am an expert. Yeah, don't mind me. We'll drop in a bit of pot plant on either side here for the intercity platform. Yes, I've decided this is a junction for the intercity trains, sue me. And now we should be able to get a nice little curve in here. Oh, look at that. Look at that nice sweeping S-curve there. Railway enthusiasts from all around the land will come and see my misaligned track. So we'll put a bit more in to make sure that lines up properly. There we go. They will come and see this wonderful sweeping curves with our fancy high-speed trains racing along. Now we just got to sneak our way out of town here without running into anyone's building. See, look at that. No building demolishing, and we have a station sort of in the town limits of Helsingborg/Helsingor. You know, I'll just take the victory and get on with my life. So now we want to hit up Lands Corona. Obviously, that's just going to be a tiddler. Just a little station there. Don't need a big fancy station for you. And we'll run the tracks down like this. We've probably just completely demolished a bunch of trees in the process, but you know, that's just progress. It's the price of getting things done. These people want to ride trains. They don't. Okay, well, these people will be wanting to ride trains when they start running, and they will be grateful for the opportunity to ride on trains. Now, what I want to do is put a station in here close to the water. Now, new sawmill at Donbas, never heard of it. And then we can have ferries going over to Copenhagen because, well, in Sydney, where I live, we have ferries, and ferries are cool. So, you know, let's just get rid of that because, oh, that was a cool 5-point-something million. Very good. Yeah, fantastic. And we'll need to put in a couple of sets of local platforms. Would it be worth tunnelling under the town with the local train so we can keep the line going this way? I've decided, yes, it would. See? Oh, no. It's not a democracy here. Now, let's just check where the buildings are. I knew there'd be a bit of road here I didn't like. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to lower the land here so I can put in a tunnel, but of course we're going to have to hold the water at bay. So this is going to be fun. So lower the land and quickly get canals out. Go, 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 go. Yes, dip, dip, dip. Did that work? I don't think so. I don't think that achieved what I wanted it to. So bulldoze a bit of water. Go, 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 go. I think we've done it. I think that is what we wanted. Yes, good. We'll be able to put a tunnel there. Fantastic. That probably cost a horrendous amount of money, but we have 371 million. So horrendous is a state of mind at this point. So I'll raise that back up again and let the nature take its course, or not, as the case may be. Yeah, so get rid of that. And that way we can put a bit of station in here. See, yes, yes. Okay, so we want to put dead-end platforms in. Let's get rid of these buildings here because, well, the town doesn't hate us yet, and I'd like to get started on that. We will need a tram stop, obviously. No, that's not how you build a tram stop. You select tramway and then build a tram stop. Oh, good, woods. Yes, fantastic. I knew we'd keep the dream alive. So we want to put in what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's have 8 terminating platforms for terminating trains. And then we can build a nice fancy station here as well, because I like a fancy station. I mean, I'm a fancy pants anyway, so it's just how it goes. So, yeah, station building. Okay. I really want to build this giant one, and I can, so I will, because, boom, I've done that thing that I said I would. And then I'd like to put down a bit of pot plant, maybe. Yeah, that's what I wanted. And then I want to have 7. No, I can't have more than 7. That's disappointing. I kind of wanted to have more than 7. Can I have more than 7? Maybe? Yeah, no, I can't have more than 7. That's disappointing. Okay, we'll just have to fudge it. We'll do 7 here, and then we'll have to overlay it like that. Yes, okay, so we've got a weird little bit where you've got 2 separate sets of stairs down here, but otherwise I think we can suspend disbelief for that tiny little bit of tininess. I don't words anymore. Okay, so drop in a, hello, what's a Y3 diesel? Get the notes out, you've lost the notes. The Y3 is a DMU. Well, that's a helpful piece of notes. I don't know why I bothered with that. Is it a local train? Is it an intercity train? Is it an interlocal train? Is it a local city train? I don't know. I'm going to turn it down because we've just wired up all of this nonsense. But when it comes out, I'm immediately going to be looking for places to put that. You know, places to put it, like the moon maybe. So let's drop in a bit of roofing here, and then we'll just have some nice platforms over here. That's where the budget ran out. I mean, we still have the cash, but you know, the actual budget itself just completely decimated there. So drop in a couple of pot plants here. How many tracks are we missing? I think 4. I'm going to say, no, we don't want, no, wrong button. 4. Well, thankfully the dodgy bit of pot plant's hidden behind the station roof there, so that worked out for everyone. And now what we need is just a little bit of roofing for our punters on the suburban platforms. There we go. In fact, no, they don't deserve roofing. Just give them benches. Yeah. I just changed my mind. Phoned it in. Yep. No, I don't want to look at that. Good. Okay, so drop this down. And then, of course, we can do the same thing here we did at Vizjust. Why are you bothering to scroll up here to look at the name of the town you did it at? God, that is a long way away. Vesteris, yes. We'll do the same thing we did at Vesteris by having a line go under the town. Stop clicking on the news articles. It always upsets you. And then we will pop out somewhere out here. That's probably a bit too far, but at least I know what I'm aiming for, which is right here. Boom. There we go. So pop out there. Shazam, and we can keep the local line going. Oh, of course we're going to run into the stupid bloody power plant, aren't we? In fact, why don't we duck around back behind it just to keep out of the way of the inevitable junction nonsense we're about to build for the main intercity lines. Will that skirt across? Of course not. That'd be too easy. Let's just skirt across here then. I like a good skirt. Not to wear, you understand, just to observe. There we go. So run that in there. That's great. Run that, connect that up, fantastic, and then this will have to go around the front of the power plant or the back of the power plant, depending on what part of the power plant that is. You know, jury's still out on that one as well. Connect that missing bit of track up there, and connect this up like that. In fact, I think I want to come in at a slightly different angle there. Well, not so much angle, but slightly different point in the line, because we'll have 2 other tracks coming out to go out to... Oh god, we're going to need so many tracks because we've got a line we want to build up there as well. Okay, well we can have many tracks coming out, and we'll just squidge this back again, another step there, and squidge in a bit of track there, and another track coming out like that, and everyone will be happy with that. And if they're not happy with it, they can take it up with my lawyer. because quite frankly I don't care. Is that depot too close to the station? It is, but only by one tile. Good work. Sometimes the eyeball unit of measurement does not work as well as we want it to. So now we've gone one too far, but that lets us add another platform on at the end of the day if we want, or even at the start of the day. I mean, we have the whole day to add track on there if we want. If we don't want, we don't have to. But, you know, we have options. So I'm going to run, what's that line up with that bit there? I'm going to run a couple of bits of track in like this, just so trains can hopefully miss each other in the yard, not wham into each other. But we all know that they will all just end up queuing up like it's going out of fashion. So we'll put in signals as required for the signalling of the trains, because that's what signals are for. Anyone that's told you differently is a liar and should be not trusted. So run signals down there, and they will hopefully populate the rest of that line. And then obviously we'll need a depot for the local trains. Let's put it in on, there's not really much room on that side. We'll leave it. There's not really much room on this side either. Cool. We may have to put it in somewhere else. Why don't we put it in up here? Yeah, okay, good. We can do that. We've got the space, we've got the technology. Run this in. Yeah, there you go. And scooch that signal up there. Fantastic. So because I'm gonna wrap things up shortly, we'll have a little temporary turnaround here before we finish connecting up these suburban lines. But hopefully that will give us some value for money for the local trains there. You know, we can service the smaller towns without having to stop the intercity trains. Go away, budget window. No one cares. What are we up to, by the way? We're in 1967 now. There you go. Time really is getting away from us. I will hopefully have this game wrapped up by the 2000s, because I think we've run out of trains to build. But if we still have a massive amount of the map to connect up, I may go looking for a hypothetical future sort of train set on the graphics mods list online there. And what have you done that for? You've upgraded that signal completely pointlessly. Yeah, I'll look for some sort of future train list so that we can still have new technology, because otherwise the buy menu will just slowly lose trains until eventually we can't build anything else, and that will be disappointing. And I don't want that to happen. So keep the signals going, and we will finish up today by buying some local trains to use. Now, what do we have access to? It's changed the order of everything in this list. I don't know why. That's confusing and scary. So we'll go the X9s because they seem to get the job done, and we'll build 4-car trains because that is how they operate in real life. See, I've done some research. I'm not completely hopeless. Swing by the depot, drop up to Bastad, Angelholm, that location there, and then come down and terminate there for now. But obviously we will keep you going in the future. Oh, there goes Linkoping Farm after I've built railway line through his fields. Wonder if that's a sign that maybe I shouldn't do that. No, it's fine. It's fine. He doesn't care. We'll go ahead and build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trains and get them underway. Okay, let's watch the parade. Well, there goes a steel mill at Vesteris too. Well, that's a shame. I bet that was in the way, and I really wished it would leave, and it didn't leave, and now that it's left, it's too late because I've already built the track. So, helpful. So this is a very nice looking train. I like the orange colour, and it's off. Yes, and now its friend will... Oh no, hang on, it can't leave because this bloke's coming out. Why don't we put a set of points in here? So that way he can leave even if someone's coming out of the depot. I know you want to use those points, but maybe use these ones next time. Yeah? Okay, so now one will come out of the depot, you can leave, but then hopefully when one's coming out of the depot, this bloke can leave via these points. Let's just make sure that happens so I can feel really good about myself, because, you know, every win counts. Okay, good start, good work. That's a good job there. Okay, so now that we've gotten those suburban trains going, it's time to put down some sort of signal box. Didn't finish saying it because I was trying not to hiccup. Which would have been weird. We'll call this Jonkoping Junction southbound. I don't know what we'll call the other one, probably eastbound, because reasons. And we'll put in maybe this type of junction here and use that one. We'll call you Jonkoping Junction eastbound. I'm not sure why this junction rates 2 signal boxes. I don't know what's being done at this signal box that this signal box couldn't handle, but, you know, needs must. Maybe we're just keeping people employed. It's a training school for signallers. Okay, so we decided that these trains here would be the ones that continue, so let's find one of those. Okay, failing that, let's just find one through the station. Hello. Well, they're already making a mozza of cash, aren't they? Okay, well, the first one is anyway, and that's the only one I care about. Yes, you. So have you completed a full trip yet? Probably. You've probably completed like several. Oh, hang on. We've got the RC1. 135 Ks now. What do? You do 150. Why the hell would I want an RC1? What's an RC1 do? It's universal. No, I don't want that. I want the express passenger train. I like the express passenger train. It's doing good work. Okay, so you, before you get to Jonkoping Woods, I want you to swing by Jonkoping Junction southbound. And after Jonkoping Woods, I want you to keep on going, stopping in at Halmstead Woods, and then running express to Helms, whatever that town is, and then coming down here to terminate at Malmo Woods. And then of course we've got a depot for you finally you can use, and you can be happy about that. And then on the way back you can just call in at the same stations you did on the way down, and because you can't remember that, I will tell you what they are as per your order list. Look at all the people parking and queuing up to get their trains. Oh, if this was Sydney, someone would have parked across the walkway, guaranteed. That always happens. There's always one guy that gets there and it says no parking, but they're like, well, I need a parking spot and there aren't any available, so I'm just going to park across the walkway because I want to. Yeah, that's just how it happens. Yeah, it's very disappointing. Okay, good. So you've started on your trip back this way. Please tell me you're about to become a lost train. No, you're one of the ones that have come down from the east, which is good. So that should take us out for today, and then next time hopefully we can keep on building out from Malmo Woods. Well, actually no, we'll probably have to finish this line over here to Vaxjo and down into Malmo via Hasselhoff Town and Karishnakrad. Actually, before we finish, we really should connect up Onkel Junga, that's a name, with Angel Home. Mediocre. I think we can get away with it. Let's put in some buses. Deploy the buses, people. We're bringing buses to town. It's like when Santa Claus comes to town, but without a song. So run this down like this. Yes, good. Okay, good start. Good start. Then run a big tight arch bridge over there. Yeah, of course it's tight arch bridge. What else would it be? And then we'll just run the. Okay, we'll run the road up towards the town, but not into town, because some plonker built a house where I wanted to build the bus line. Bus route. The road. It's called a road. Buses run on a road, and we've got a station there, and that way they can come into town and catch the train to wherever they may want to go. And if they don't want to go anywhere, well, then that was a waste of money. So the Scenic Cruiser coach, that's 96 clicks an hour. Yeah, we'd get some good speed up, but its capacity is 35. We can't build the articulator bus because it won't be able to go into the terminuses. So that leaves the double decker or the Pioneer. Well, you've got the same capacity and you're a lot faster, so we will go the Scenic Cruiser because that's probably the best option for us. So yeah, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be enough there, and we'll get them underway. Off you go, guys. Yes. Go out, and none of you want to start off here, maybe? No? That's okay. The main thing is you've done some stuff. We weren't using that iron ore mine, were we? No, thankfully. We might have. It nearby to a railway line that we've got that we'd really love to slow our trains down with. But, okay, alas, and we've cracked 400 million. So, are you lost? You look lost. Linkoping Woods. No, you're not lost. Well, you shouldn't be lost. You should have no reason to be lost. No, because you can get on. I don't know why it looked like you went forward before you went backwards, which is a sure sign of a train being lost. But okay. Anyway, I have been T-Nick. This has been Open TTD with the Swedish Rails Set. Hopefully you are enjoying the series. I am enjoying recording it, and also the playing of the game is somewhat fun too. But I don't know. Playing computer games, I mean, who really enjoys that at the end of the day, if we're going to be honest with ourselves? But anyway, hopefully you will tune in next week for some more Open TTD action. Until then, later days. See, you know where you're going. You're going the right route. Are you going to be the first train to keep going further south? Oh, I think you are. Oh, hopefully you pick up a lot of people. Yeah, pick up a lot of people. Yes, look at you, you impressive piece of train with your nice little orange engine. We just need matching carriages now. Okay, you picking people up? Yeah. No, still dropping off. Okay. You going to pick anyone up? No? Okay. Emptying out. That's cool. No, we have some people on board. Some people want to keep going. They don't know where they're going, but they're just keen to go there. Fantastic. I like that spirit of adventure. Good for you, Train 134. You keep doing the Lord's work. Or in this case, the God of Transport Tycoon's work, which is not me, by the way, just in case you're still watching. I don't know why. I've already said goodbye. What are you still watching this for? What am I still recording for? I'm not actually doing anything. Just pause the game and wrap it up. Okay? Just wrap it up.